Okay, now it's time to go to Feedonomics, where we have David, the Director of Strategic Partnerships, covering your Amazon listing strategy. Take it away, David.
All right, thank you. Again, my name is David Waltzman. I'm the Director of Strategic Partnerships at Feedonomics, and I look forward to talking with you all today. The importance of listing on Amazon. Geez, I mean, there's so many products listed in marketplaces today. It's really important that you end up on the first page. I don't know about you, but I never actually go to the second page. So if it's not there, then it doesn't exist. And about 70% of people are just like me, and that they're not interested in scrolling through. So you want to make sure that we perform all the necessary optimization to your products in order to get them front and center with more eyeballs. How do we do that? One way is through making sure we have dead-on categorization. And so if you're already listing on Google, you know that their taxonomy has about 5,500 categories. With Amazon, it's about 5 times that. So it's very specific, and there's special requirements too around the item type and department names. The great part about working with a partner like Feedonomics is that we have a team of analysts that all they do is run this day in and day out. They're very familiar with all these taxonomies, how to get them in the right bucket, and control it all from a master database so that as SKUs update or new types of products are introduced, we're able to write transformation rules at scale to handle your catalog. Another thing that's unique to Amazon is handling variation. So Amazon requires that there be one row in the feed that is a parent level row, and then you have following rows for all of the variations. This may not be the case with other places that you're selling today, but again, is required by Amazon. Our Amazon specialists at Feedonomics understand this, offer this as a fully managed service, and make sure that everything is complete and listed correctly. We can also create extra parent level products in case these don't exist in your feed today, in which there's a very high likelihood of that being the case. We're also able to add relationships as well. Again, what we want to do is eliminate one-by-one handling of SKUs and really provide rules that scale with your catalog and keep you productive and focus on more challenging problems at hand. What we find all the time is that if you're listing your product somewhere else, let's say on Google Shopping, Google has definitions for different colors of products. Well, Amazon also has different definitions of color, and so does every other marketplace. And so that's just one simple example of an attribute that may not be wrong in your listing, but may not be optimal for that destination. So it could be a company's name, like changing Nike Corp to Nike, could be changing size from letters to extra large spelled out, or in the case of colors, sometimes there will be blatant mistakes, or maybe you did it correct, and there's just no way that Amazon didn't make a mistake. And so we're able to choose in Feedonomics through a convenient dashboard whether or not we want to replace those values or ignore them and keep the original. There is the risk that ignoring it still might cause issues, but if you really have red headphones, they should not be marked as blue. As we're handling hundreds of thousand products in a feed, scaling up at the Feedonomics macro level, we're handling billions of products a day. It's really important that we automate the quality assurance process to make sure that good quality feeds are going out. Sometimes import data can change and be missing lots of values. Sometimes there may be transformations that are added to the database that have unintended consequences. Regardless, data governance catches all of those things by defining what attributes are important and then associating either an absolute value or a percentage as a threshold to make sure that we either get notified so that we can make modifications, or to stop and export altogether to prevent massive disapprovals. Commonly, this could be for topics like product categories being blank, or links not starting with HTTP. And so we can we can have an unlimited amount of these listings. And again, it's all towards creating a more bulletproof environment before you get to Amazon. Once your orders are all integrated within Feedonomics, you can view Amazon along with the rest of your marketplaces all in one convenient screen. You're able to see, shipping information, the details of the order itself. You can verify that the order has been placed in your e-commerce system and sent back out to the marketplace. With that being said, there's really 3 legs of the stool for how our marketplace offering works. The first is catalog management, so making sure products are listed. Then you have order syncing, which means that the order placed from the marketplace has to run through Feedonomics, be placed in an e-commerce store. And then we have the inventory management aspect, which is decrementing the inventory count and then sending the new information back to Amazon. So in addition to price, there's some other factors that are important to consider to win buy box. It's really important that your products be in stock if you say that they're in stock. If you have overselling situations, Amazon doesn't look very kindly upon that. And likely you're going to be getting account suspension or even kicked off the platform altogether if this is a persistent issue. Another way to win buy box is to reduce your shipping times. The more attractive your product will be, the more likely people are to click on it. Also, the more likely Amazon's algorithms are to put you up higher on the page, front and center. One of the ways that we tackle overselling in Feedonomics is by splitting up the total inventory across different selling channels. So if you're on your e-commerce website, you're selling on Amazon and maybe a few other marketplaces, we create rules to split it up intelligently so that you don't run out and 2 people don't buy the last item in stock. So thank you for your time today, and we'll hand off to the next presenter.
Thank you so much, David. That was really insightful, especially during a time such as now. It's so important to have your listings optimized and categorized correctly. But thank you very much for your time. Next up, we have Shannon from Marketplace Seller Courses.